25th career ranking event final. It's his 8th in the last 16 months, and in that period he's won all 7 he's been in. He's won the Masters, the World Championship, he's world #1. He is the sport's dominant figure right now. Standing in his way today, Bingtao, already a tournament winner this season, but victory today would be by far his greatest achievement to date. It's best of 19. They play 8 frames this afternoon. The first prize is £125,000.
Thank you. First frame, Judd Trump to break.
It's a full house here in Southport. Looking forward to a fascinating final. Judd Trump is going to get us underway. The head-to-head certainly favours Trump. Not only is it 4-0, in terms of total frames won and lost, he's won 20, Bingtao just 3. So they've all been one-sided. Always a great occasion, Alan, isn't it? Any final, and it's been such a good week here. It can't fail to be a good day, I think.
Yeah, and it's nice to get a final with, a new final. Let's say that 2 players first maiden meeting in a final. So the last few years we've been used to seeing the big names. We don't really need to mention them, do we? But you know who I'm meaning. Playing one another. There's a different dynamic to this final. The first question we need asking is, how is Jan going to settle in early? In contrast to his win, fantastic 6-1 win against Sean last night. Judd plays a different way. Sean was a wee bit more studied in his approach this week, wasn't he? And he simply didn't turn up last night, but the problem playing Judd is he can turn your lights out quickly.
Got away with the long red he took on. He didn't leave a pot on from it. I think what's been impressive, apart from just the way he plays, which is impressive enough, is his intensity this season. He hasn't settled for winning a couple of tournaments, winning 3 tournaments, 4 tournaments. He wants to win just as many as he can. It's the old Stephen Hendry attitude. It's never quite enough. And that's what the great champions are made of. I'm sure Trump would have been keeping an eye on last night's match, and what he would have seen was Bingtao did not miss a single long ball all night. 14 out of 14 he potted from distance.
Foul. Bingtao full.
Probably better to go in than to rattle and possibly leave a red on.
Jan looks like he's picked out a shot to nothing here. It looks plain ball through the gap. Be nice to set down a marker early doors. Good effort. Wonder if this red actually goes to the right corner. I think it would have done. Good safety. See, I think this is with Judd now. He's quite happy to have a little safety battle to get things underway. He's not over anxious or over eager to get in and score straight off the bat. He's perfectly comfortable trying to work an opening.
It could be the patience has paid off.
One.
It's a different challenge, isn't it, today? Because most of the finals I mentioned there at the start he's been the younger man. In this match, he's 10 years older than his opponent. It's a new situation for him. He's playing someone young and hungry. This is kind of new to him.
What a shot that is.
3.
Played to the millimetre, never mind the inch. That is absolutely perfect. The beauty of shots like that Judd has in his armoury, he doesn't seem to hit the ball hard. A lot of players would have to put quite a bit of effort into getting the cue ball down there.
Well, considering the 4 matches they've had, all
11.
one-sided wins for Trump, if he can get in front early on today, he may feel that he can pull away and win comfortably.
12.
Both players, as ever in a final, looking to settle down. This is Trump's first chance to do that.
Cute little cannon needed here then, the outside red. Oh, played it to perfection.
I think he prepares really well as well, doesn't he? He was out there, as we
19.
saw, having a little knock on the table. Just getting himself used to conditions and getting
20.
his cue arm going. His brother Jack in his corner once again. Seems to get taller every time you see him, Jack. But he's been such an important part of the team these last 16 months.
Indication there of how zippy this cloth has been. Very reactive, trying to catch that red full ball. Spring the pink into the open. So it might work in his favour, that last positional
28.
shot.
$35.
Actually, he's as nice on this as you'd ever like to be. Done nothing to do with the cue ball. No. No, sir.
Just run. 35.
Well, as we watch the Reds stay out, it already feels like an important moment. It's only frame 1, but Yan Bingtao has a chance here to settle down. He's never led a match against Judd Trump. Trump has always won the opening frame. He's never been ahead of him, but a chance here just to settle himself down in this final. It's a huge occasion for him. Of course it is.
1.
But he's looked really cool, I think, all week. The Joe Perry match got very twitchy, we know that, but he came through it. He looked assured last night against Murphy.
$8.
Yeah, in the 14 previous matches this week, whoever's won the first frame's won the match, isn't it? I think that'd be a first.
9.
Of course, he's 5-2 up to Perry, just couldn't quite close it out. Went on past midnight, the last frame, nearly an hour long. Went down to the black.
$16.
Well, I'm sure he didn't play for this one, but he's on it.
This is one of these I think you should be playing for green or blue. I don't think the pink's the shot. You see, that's why.
17.
It's not so much that that's a bad shot, it's not the correct shot. You've got to play on blue or green, preferably green actually. Having landed straight, or possibly even the wrong side of straight, he's given himself a job in his hands. It's the small things at the top level make all the difference. You play for green and blue, you're almost guaranteed the next red. As is, the pot's tough. Likewise position.
23.
But hasn't he made a good job of it?
It's happened quite a few times last night. He made 2 centuries against Sean Murphy. He seemed to be out of ideal position quite a few times, but kept going. He's an interesting player. He's not a flair player in the Trump mould, but very effective at what he does. He's got a good safety game for one so young. And he's still going here in frame 1. This black levels the points.
$31. 32. $39.
Jump was in, missed that red along the top cushion.
$40. $47. $48.
Oh, he's played that nicely. It was actually a good thing going for pink there, because this next red with the rest, he should be able to drop straight or just high of straight in the next black. So that has worked out beautifully.
$54. $55.
Well, he's overrun it a hair. He's not going to be able to get close to the red. And he needs red colour in addition to this black to leave Judd needing a snooker. So it's not a cinch, this next shot. I'm going to play it with an element of pace to it.
$62.
Big shot, because we know what Judd's like at making clearances. Well played.
63.
Well, as I said, when Trump missed the red, I think this is already an important juncture, because it shows us how Bingtao is feeling at the start of a big match for him, arguably the biggest match he's ever played. and he's made the winning break from it. So that tells you he's feeling pretty good.
70.
Red stays out.
Yeah, Bingtao,
So
70.
one snooker to tie. But a very good start. Break of 70. Would have loved that red in. It just stops Trump coming back to the table.
Must confess I'm surprised at Judd not peeling off red-black just then. See, the two problems that he has here, obviously still needs to get a snooker, and it's highly unlikely he'll get a free ball. So if and when he was to get the snooker, he still needs red-black. That was deliberate. Now this is where you've got to be clever. I think the shot here for Jan is right side cushion below the middle pocket where he's looking there, not two cushions. Right side cushion. Make sure you don't hit the brown. If you miss the red, play the cue ball back into the middle of the table and not leave a free ball. Looks like he's going two. That was dangerous, and it's a free ball.
Foul.
Wrong decision.
Judd Trump, 4. Free ball.
Yeah, and the green's over the pocket. Green will count as an extra red, which means Trump can win. Seems like an even bigger first frame now if Trump steals it.
Green ball. One.
Yeah, that's an experience by Jan. The one thing you must do there is not... It's all right missing the red, but don't hit another colour where you can leave a free ball. Priority number one is do not leave a free ball, because the worst thing that can happen is you sit in your chair and the next shot you play is a respot black. Give yourself out chances.
Trump just working out what colour he can take. He can take anything brown onwards.
5.
So what a start then to the final. I remember when Sundays used to be relaxing affairs.
10.
I'd imagine the way Judd's feeling right now after that amazing
15.
clearance to prevail against Stephen Maguire in the semi-finals. This will seem like kid stuff, this clearance. Key shot then.
19.
This is where I think the new cloth helps, the fast cloth. The thin cut to middle if he plays it. Yeah, he's worried about the in-off blue to corner. Just thinking he might even go round the houses. He's had plenty of practice at that type of shot, hasn't he? Pressure on this. Yeah, in and out of bulk.
Still needs pink and black to steal the opening frame. And it is a steal. It was a big error from Bingtao to leave that free ball. Judd Trump gratefully clears up. What a dramatic start to the Players' Championship final. It's first blood to Judd Trump. 10 needed, remember.